The vehicles appeared first, totaled.
Them's all buildings that's no longer there.
Then the homes, or where homes used to be. How many? It's hard to count.
There's so many that is leveled that I just really don't know how many was there to begin with.
Fire department.
Joseph Seidel and Chris Travis are members of Cuba Fire and Rescue. It's a blink and you'll miss it town. But early Saturday morning,
Let's check on right over here.
they're going door to door, missing nothing.
I just want to check on you. I know you having the oxygen stuff earlier.
Connie Sumner, you're okay here in the dark though?
Sure.
Is uninjured.
I'm not scared.
Even after a catastrophic tornado blew out all of her glass windows and leveled many of the homes across the street. Travis and Seidel keep moving.
To the other end of this block to check the rest of these houses. Go in, try to make sure there ain't nobody trapped inside or work. Fire department!
Every available firefighter
Anyone? No, we're clear.
rush to Mayfield, no questions asked, jumping into crumbling homes to be certain no one is left behind.
I think for the most part, we've got this block pretty well cleared.
Soon enough, the sun will be up, and there will be no illusion.
Just one block. There's a lot to go. We've been out here since about 9 o'clock last night.
This is a disaster. In Mayfield, Jonathan Gregg, Spectrum News.
Which one was this?
Search and rescue.
Search and rescue.
Did you guys see a? Did you guys see a rectangle or something?
I
Yes.
did, it's gone now, and I see us too. I don't know how to get rid of us, but I can ignore us.
Okay, I'm not sure what that. Jessica, did you see that in yours when you played it?
Did y'all see yourselves in the?
No, like a large rectangle on the, like a vertical rectangle on the right side of the screen.
I did throughout the entirety,
All right, I'm not
and
sure.
a long horizontal one up top.
That might have been my fault. I'm sorry. I think it shows y'all on my screen, but I didn't think it would show on the video.
Okay.
So I want to rewatch it. I can try to get rid of the screen.
All right, we're good. We're good for on this one though, probably. And one other thing I wanted to mention, I forgot to say about this whole thing, is that we've all judged these NPPA contests, I think, before. But just to reiterate, it's the best of photojournalism. So yes, we are judging the strength of and quality of the photography, but you know that it's storytelling. It plays a major part of this too. So just keep that in mind. You know, it shouldn't win if the story isn't there too. So that's kind of what we're aiming for here. But okay, are we ready to try the second one and see if that's this is the Weather God's Revenge.
So will we ever see this full screen? Is that something I need to click on?
Wait a minute. This is called what?
Weather God's Revenge.
I don't see that.
Sorry,
I
there's
don't see that in the list.
Weather God's Revenge, not on the list.
It's not on the list.
Did I make my first mistake already? In the
Maybe
second-
Well, there's your 12 instead of 11.
Yeah, maybe. All
The
right,
title
let's
says
take a look at the
Blizzard
bottom.
Bites Back.
Blizzard Bites Back, is that the same one?
Yes,
Oh, it's called Blizzard Bites Back.
correct.
Oh, that's
Thank you.
weird. Okay. Okay, so Blizzard Bites Back or God's Revenge.
Thanks, Itchy.
Okay. All right. And Adrian, are you putting comments in the chat then, or how are you? What are you? Are you just sending it to Itchy, or what are you gonna do?
I'm typing notes on my phone here, so if you see me looking down, and then I'll
Oh, okay.
from there. But like, I have a good
Okay, that's cool.
reference
I just
here.
want to make sure that you guys figured out. Okay, that's cool. So the next one, Blizzard Bites Back. Let's try this and see how it goes. So did you figure out the full screen there, Brad?
No.
It's so on the top right of the share, there's two little arrows that kind of go like in either direction that indicate full screen. You see that?
On the Zoom page where we're all at?
Yeah, in the
Great triangle's back.
oh, there's that square. Yeah, that rectangle is weird.
View.
On the share screen.
Okay, gotcha. So, okay, so when we watch these, we'll be seeing each other as well, correct?
You can minimize that. In that window, you can just minimize everybody.
Yeah, I'm on
Sorry
2
about that.
monitors, so I can't tell you exactly how that works.
Okay. That's all right. I'll figure it out.
Okay. Sounds good. All right, go ahead and roll that. There's that rectangle again.
This is called Blizzard Bites Back.
Sorry about all the grunts and heavy breathing you're getting. It kind of comes standard with this package.
One-liners are piling up in Littleton, and Jared Iwi
This is the kind of rugged J. Crew thing I've been going for.
can make even a blizzard more tolerable.
I mean, you two look like you're in Empire Strikes Back on planet Hoth right now. Like we're about to cut open a strange exotic animal for warmth.
As cold as it is clearing the driveway, Iwi feels the emotional burn.
This is some pretty awesome backfire here.
Payback
It's pretty solid.
for yesterday's punchline on Twitter.
Took a picture with me and my shovel and proclaimed that after the first day of the blizzard, I'd already shoveled my entire neighborhood. When I was talking trash yesterday to the meteorological gods, I could hear the ghost of my parents say, Jared, don't do that.
But he tweeted, tempted fate, and his wife Sarah is familiar with the result.
I think I fuel him by my frustration, so I try to just not react is the best defense.
She's got some very strong eye roll muscles. Impressive. Like she could lift a car off a kid just with one eyelid.
The talking never ends.
The snow he joked wasn't coming now shows no sign of stopping.
Like it's like 6 inches of frozen birthday cake.
One-liners can sometimes backfire,
But I have cheap labor and children.
but Iwi is the last comic standing in the snow.
You know, if anything, I feel like maybe I brought the state some valuable moisture. You know, I have a Venmo if anybody wants to send me money for that.
Which one's that called?
Blizzard.
The weather god's revenge.
Oh, not Blizzard Bites Back? I don't see weather on my spreadsheet.
I think it's called Blizzard Bites Back.
Don't forget too to try and put in a star rating in that too, if you would. Just what you think. Or if you feel like you want to do that later, you can always take your own notes and add them in later. But it would be easier, I think, if you put them in directly.
Just asterisks or whatever.
Yeah, I mean that, or just put the number like 1 through 5. What you think, 5 being the best.
Dumbo octopus. Are they still married?
Are you getting my notes?
Yes, I am.
Okay, thank you. Will you, and is your name pronounced
Itchy.
Ichi?
Yes.
Okay.
And are you guys going to be deciding which ones are in and out as we go through them, or are we going to watch all of them and then kind of come to a consensus at the end?
And
You guys ready for the next one?
yep, what's it called?
I need you to get out of here.
Oops, split audio. They get marked down for split audio.
And I'm assuming if it's out of sync, that's not happening in reality. That's just virtual judging, I assume.
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fire department! Anybody home?
In a community of thousands,
We need you to get out of here.
there were just minutes to leave.
All right, what else? Where's all the medications?
We are just near Main Street in Louisville. They're literally going door to door right now, knocking on doors, making sure that people have evacuated from this area. As fire crews rounded up the last few people in town who were grabbing what they could from their homes.
Right over there, like 4 blocks over, like houses are on fire.
The roads turned to one-way exits.
These people look like they're really close. And it looks like it's right behind us. It's crazy.
A smoke-filled sky turning darker every minute.
It's pretty crazy. I mean, we've dealt with fires and smoke before, but never something this close.
People just trying their best to stave off the worst.
Where's the fire at?
I don't know, but it's coming.
And it did. The official count, 580 homes gone. The unofficial count, likely much higher. The thick smoke is really just coming right on top of us now from every single direction and is just truly, truly heartbreaking to see. A wildfire fueled by wind that turned a community into a catastrophe. Just a very serious situation. You guys, we don't feel safe. We gotta go. And as the sun set, the flames shifted again, taking entire neighborhoods with it. Watching that roof collapse in just the last couple of minutes here as firefighters are working on this structure. I've never seen anything like that, you guys. It's really, really hard to watch and see and witness someone's house go up in flames like that.
So do we know if that was a package or a live shot or both? Are live shots allowed to be in it?
I don't think live shots are allowed to be in this.
I don't know, but I get the sense, and obviously this is my neck of the woods, that end of it, that we gotta go, and that I get the sense, I don't know, that end of it felt like it was a live shot to me. Anybody else?
It very, but it could be.
My only concern was,
What's it called?
was
Armageddon?
she trying to shoot a look live to feed back to the station for later?
And does that fit the category? If it's a look live, is it?
Yeah. Because she had multiple stand-ups in there.
And they
So
were,
it was
they were
live, yeah.
directly talking to you in, I don't know, keep going.
Right. If that's the case, then it was edited together.
That's what it feels like.
What's this one called?
I need you to get out of here.
And did we ever hear that?
The
She
first
said it at
bite
one
from the first bite from the firefighter at the
Yeah.
door.
Yep, we got to get out of here.
I was waiting for something. We got to clean this up since it was called hygiene. So I missed the first bite.
Bob, do we have a way to ask people? Do we have a way to follow up on any questions we have, like the validity of this in the category, or do we have to say it just doesn't feel right, it's in or it's out?
Well, that's up to you. I mean, I could contact somebody if you really have a question about something. Like if you feel like it could place, then yes, I could probably contact them. It would take me a minute, but yeah, just let me know what you want me to do. I'm leaving it to your discretion if that's something you feel like you want to clear up.
I feel like at this stage in the game, and I don't know, the direction should be read. And you talked to us at the beginning about making sure people didn't enter the wrong category. I know sometimes people feel their work may not place in one category, so they just enter in multiple categories and see where the chips fall. I don't know if that was the case here.
So I guess you guys feel like she did her stand up like way after the breaking news and not in it, or is that?
I felt like it was part of a live shot. I felt like
Okay,
it was
so-
part of her.
I want to hear
The other
emotion
thing-
out of people, not the reporter. I mean,
Right.
if it's gonna
That's
be
the other
called a
thing, Brad,
reporter-
is the name is I need you to get out of here, and the story turns into I need to get out of here.
Yeah. So let's go to the next one.
Okay.
Oh,
Very
well,
nice. Very good
I
effort.
think the images were compelling, but I think it was a fault to whoever, the reporter was a fault to the shooter.
Good call.
I just take them out.
Okay. That one needs to get out of here.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
I was just being a smart aleck. I just take the reporter out. One stand up, that's it.
Why you won editor of the year.
In the old
Okay,
days,
next.
in the old days of this judging, we used to say "pop it" when we wanted to stop a tape and pull it out and go to the next one.
I can feel that.
Yeah. All right.
okay.
Go ahead. This is what is this? This is like my front yard.
Is it? Okay.
Let's see.
This is the Boulder Police Department.
Police are actually telling us to get back and behind the building right now.
Behind the building. You're surrounded.
Yeah, they don't have this guy yet. There's no way.
An entire community watched in horror.
I need you to sit up and surrender to the officers. Do it now.
Oh, now they're bringing, yeah, here's the SWAT team right here.
As Boulder.
And then I kept seeing them and seeing them and seeing them and seeing them and seeing them. And then we pulled over.
Becomes the latest mass shooting site.
These ones are all sitting there, and then they had the other SWAT on the other side.
That's when I realized something horrible was going on.
Even the Aurora shooting close, and it freaked me out, but it still wasn't Boulder, right? This is Boulder, not only Boulder, but this is like my front yard.
It hits even closer to home for so many others.
And he shot twice in our direction. And I thought he was gonna shoot my son.
She was inside King Soopers when that shooter opened fire.
We were at the end and shots just started going off. And I said, that's a gun, and Nicholas hit the floor. And I ducked down and I just started listening for the direction. And he was heading towards us.
Now outside and safe.
I'm just glad that we're out. I'm just glad that we ran.
Reality sinks in that at least 10 others didn't make it.
And I just wanted to stop for the guy in the road, but he was too close, and I couldn't stop for him.
Grief, anxiety, and confusion as the people here now try to make sense of something that doesn't.
I can't wrap it. It's like I am trying to wrap it around my head, but I'm like in shock. I just can't believe this is happening.
Comments quick. And remember, these comments are really for just the judging portion of, just for you guys to remember. And by the way, this is the old spot news category. This used to be called spot news for 100 years, and we finally changed it to breaking.
I thought it was a good piece. I felt like I was there for a minute. I was like, is that the reporter or the people talking? And I feel like the reporter's track was lost, which was, to me, good. It was just, I think that team did a great job of capturing what was happening. And I can feel that woman's pain when she was afraid Nicholas was going to get shot. Her son.
The only thing is I like it when the reporter's voice like blends with the cadence of the emotion, you know. And I felt in some places it didn't, but other than that, it was awesome.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. Good immediacy in the edit. Good thinking, quick thinking in the field to get those tight shots. Good tight editing with purpose. Good emotion.
They mic'd them wirelessly too from a distance, which is hard to do in that environment.
Are you ready for the next one?
Yep. What's it called? What's it called, Bob?
Spot her breaking point.
Okay.
I like the net sound of you typing, Brent.
If life came with an alarm, it would sound on Tuesday for Kathy Sowles.
It's a lot of water. Too much water.
She spent the day clearing the water from her Villa Creek apartment in Dallas.
It's just too much.
Her world has come crashing, and you'd be mad too.
I could have lost my life laying here in this bed a while ago.
Just after 11, her roof caved in. It flooded the bedroom, everything she has.
This is all I got.
And before any of this, she lost power in the winter storm, and again during our interview.
I lose my power. We lost our power. I'm losing power now. It's gone.
Been rough, man. Cold.
No heat in single-digit temperatures.
Nothing to eat.
Many of us have been here, but not like this. In a pandemic, in a blizzard, when the world comes crashing.
Lost everything in my house. No, I'm not okay, because I'm telling you, this is going to really hurt me.
This is not a sob story. Feel bad for her story.
I'm just all messed up in my head right now.
This is what real people are dealing with.
I would have never thought this would have happened to me. I just moved down here. Been down here 3 months. Ooh, stuff still falling.
Sadly, the stuff continues to fall.
This her mother. She just passed obituary. She got wet.
Because losing her mom to cancer 3 weeks ago wasn't enough.
Oh, Lord, I'm telling you, this is really hurting me. My house like this.
Kathy will stay with family for now, but it's a very short-term fix. She's waiting on dozens of phone calls back. And right about now, it's the only ring she can stomach. In Dallas, I'm Jobin Paniker.
A disappointment.
Tripod in the shot. Oh, that's too bad.
Just to comment too, is that you guys don't have to comment after each one. It might be easier. We might get it through quicker if we just write a few things and then, you guys can discuss after.
Yeah, I gotta write enough to remember what I was thinking.
Yeah, and that's fine.
I'm ready. What's the next one?
The next one is go ahead. Yeah. Let's see what we got. Trashed neighborhood.
We have someone that just wants to say hello real quick.
Who wants to say hello?
Your headphones?
Yeah.
Hello, Bob, and hey, everyone. Welcome, judges, and don't want to interrupt for too long. I'm AJ. I'm the chair of BOP and down here in UGA with your student volunteers. I just wanted to express my sincere thanks to all of you, Adrienne, Sharon, Brad, Bilal, of course, Bob, for chairing the committee and getting this contest running this year. I know it's not the most fun thing to be in front of a screen for all weekend, but the students here at UGA really appreciate all the work that you're doing. And beyond that, this work helps inform academic programs around the country that watch our judging, that look at the entries and the winners and discuss it with their classes. Bob, obviously you have a close tie to how this relates back to the academic world. And it really is a huge help for students and for the industry. So I just wanted to express as the chair my thanks and really just, let everyone know what you're doing this weekend. A lot of people are watching. A lot of people are really excited to see the fruit of all this labor. So thank you again. The judging, obviously, as you know, is not live streamed, but it will be up online in the future. It takes a little bit of time. We collect about 150 hours of video judging over this weekend and before we're able to get it up online for the educational purposes. So as far as technical stuff goes, if you guys run into any hiccups, you know how to reach myself and Mark on Slack, and you've got your student volunteers here that are quite capable at handling most of the other stuff. So if you need us, you know where to reach us. And with that, I'll let you all get back to it. But I just wanted again to express my sincere thanks to all of you for taking the time to really, put this effort back into our visual journalism community. It means a lot to me, means a lot to all these students, and it means so much to all the MPPA membership. So thank you.
Thanks for your service.
Thanks,
Did
AJ.
you just Thank you. Did you just say that all of this recording is going to be put up online?
Yes, it is. It's been put up online for the last several years. This is part of the agreement of how BOP has been run since it moved down to UGA. This is in line with contests like CPOY, POYI, WHNPA, et cetera, that all
So the
record and
judges
make it
can
available.
we have no place to have a confidential conversation. We just need to keep that in mind.
This is why we have the Slack channel for you guys to have that confidential conversation. You can also use the discussion in Zoom as a way to whisper between each other. That mimics as best as possible sort of the act of putting your hand over the microphone when you're in the room. But yes, these are recorded. I will also say, I don't think, part of this is to be able to have those blunt conversations. And there's a way to talk bluntly about work, to give critiques that are not, hopefully not burning bridges in our field. I understand no one wants to levy harsh criticisms of someone that they might be working with on a regular basis, but we all are here to talk honestly about journalism, to talk about what's working and not working. And these conversations are really important, especially the tough ones, because they provide those touch points for students, for academics, for the professors here at UGA and universities beyond. I've had people at UT Austin and Syracuse and several other schools reach out to me asking when they'd be able to watch. So these conversations are really important, and we thank you.
Important to know that what we're saying will be played back. That's what I need to know. Thank you.
Say that again, Sharon.
I said it was just important to know that what I'm saying will be played back, because I didn't know that in the beginning, and I honestly don't think a chat is nearly as interactive as a conversation. But if that's how we have to do it, then I just have to temper what I say when I'm out loud, like now.
Yeah, and I appreciate all of you, logging on for 2 days of being in front of Zoom for all day is not the most fun way to judge. This is the safest way that we can do it this year. And, I appreciate you all for bearing with me on that. I know it's not the most seamless thing to have 2 windows open, but appreciate you sticking with it for us for the weekend. So with that, I'll let you all get back to judging, but I'm available all day. If anyone needs to reach out, have me troubleshoot anything, any questions about the contest, or if you guys come to any sort of tricky technical or editorial thing, just let us know. So thank you.
Thanks, AJ. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Bob.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
So where's this stack way we can?
Oh, Slack. You should have got an invitation in the mail or in the email on how to join the Slack channel. The other thing too is I've set up there's a group chat that on the text message if you'd rather do that. So it's up to you. We can.
Wait a minute, a group chat on what text message?
Yeah. Did you? I sent.
Oh, from this morning.
Yes, this morning. And we can, if you want to, just go into that chat and say who you are, so everybody knows whose number is whose. That's fine too. Either way is fine.
I'm still looking for the.
Well, let's just decide on one way, so we're not talking 12 different ways. Because clearly, if it's being recorded, I feel very differently about it.
I can appreciate that. As far as I'm going, I don't care what people say.
There's 3 of us on the text. Brad, do you have the text on your phone from this morning?
Oh yeah.
If you just want to, are you guys okay with us just deciding to do that rather than doing this with Slack and all in the chat and the recording and all that stuff?
Yeah. I mean, Dancing with the Stars and all those shows, they the judges are there. They share their comments.
Sure.
I mean, if we look at it as an educational experience and don't let that change or influence how we're going to judge something.
Truthfully. Very true.
I mean, I'm a pretty direct person, so either way works for me.
Well, if I have something I don't think I should type or say, I'll let you know.
Sounds good.
I tend to have to put my foot in my mouth sometimes.
So what's this next one
I
called?
really like your personality. It's pretty cool.
Wait, what was that?
Oh, I was saying I really like Sharon's personality, so
Oh,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
I love it. Okay, well, let's just see how things go, and we'll we can always just get, have a reminder of later if need be. But there's the text stream is there, so if you need to say some things.
Yeah, maybe just for the educational purposes and the way they want to do this, that everybody agreed to, we just have our discussion, and then if we need to have closed chambers kind of thing later, with the judge, we can go back behind the wall.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
But yeah, and the text stream will be fine if you just want to make a comment or whatever. So that'll be good. Okay. Typically, yeah. I mean, yeah, whatever. All right, let's just keep going. Trash neighborhood is the next one.
Okay.
We got to get through. We're already behind, so.
Anyone who stands outside on Wednesday can become a trash collector.
I went to go get a package from my friend off her porch and I got pelted with paper in the face.
Jennifer Shelton assures us Layden Rock can be lovely, like her hair on a different day.
Oh yeah, thanks.
But when the wind is blowing up to 90 miles per hour, this feels less like an Arvada neighborhood and more like an extension of the nearby landfill.
There's tons of trash flying around. It looks like a tornado.
She's only outside to check the status of her Christmas decorations, which now blend in with the decor from the dump.
They're kind of trashed.
Gusty days are a given out here, but memories of this one will stick.
We've been here 4 years. I've lived in Arvada my whole life, and it's never, ever been this bad.
All anyone can do is wait for the winds to come down. And the trash, too.
It looks like you're in a trash pit.
Do they see our comments too?
Shouldn't. And I'll politely ask Jessica and Ichi to make sure that even that we've shared that with you, that or you just make sure that it's kept confidential, please.
I don't mind.
I always want to know what the judges said about my work when I enter awards, so I like seeing the comments.
Yeah.
Some of my best learning was the chastisement for my reporter.
Well, what we used to do is that we would have somebody write up a quick paragraph on each category, general overall thoughts. But we just I don't think we have time for it this year because of this the two-day turnaround. So yeah.
All right, let's keep going. Where are we at?
Next.
On a scorching,
pretty crazy day.
Am I not hearing it?
Not there. No
I'm
sound.
not hearing it either.
No sound.
Started.
Started with sound.
Can y'all not hear it?
No, we did, and then it stopped.
I think this is one that has like 4 different videos submitted, so maybe let me try. It's like all the same one though.
on a scorching summer afternoon, no amount of
Could y'all hear that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
water. On a scorching summer afternoon, no amount of water could bring comfort.
And he started to realize how much damage was actually taking place every second.
I mean, your heart really aches.
The fire was utterly devastating.
This house was engulfed completely in dark, black, thick gray smoke.
It all burned so quickly.
And by the time I got across the street, I mean, it engulfed that whole side of the house.
And moments after crews started to fight the flames, the fire battled back.
A propane tank exploded and it blew the roof off.
Shrapnel was everywhere.
Because it shot out about 150 feet.
At that point, I started to notice that there was nearby lawns on fire. The side of their lawn started to catch on fire.
The house appeared to be a total loss.
It was quite the explosion.
Though the homeowners were gone, neighbors were certain there was at least one casualty.
I thought for sure there's no way that the dog survived this.
The family dog was trapped inside.
Cleared the upstairs, or they cleared the downstairs, and the dog was hiding under the bed in the master bedroom, and so they were able to rescue the dog, which is an amazing story.
On one family's worst day, this dog survived to see another.
It's actually a really sweet ending to a really horrible and tragic event.
And at least there was comfort in that.
I'm shook. That was probably the largest explosion I've seen. Pretty crazy day, right?
Crazy day.
Come on, little document. I'm good, I'm ready.
Yep. Let's do it.
Which one is this?
I'm pretty sure this is all the same one, so I'm gonna skip to the next one if that's okay.
Yeah, they're all the same one. Sometimes they upload it 3 times.
Oops.
What's this one called?
Unreal. It's Unreal.
Fueled by dryness and wind, grass fires turned into destruction across this part of Louisville near Avista Adventist Hospital. As the day turned dark, the flames became more apparent, especially in the Coal Creek Ranch neighborhood.
And I wanted to get back here to see, just how bad it is, and it's devastating.
Mike McCrudden came back with his sons to see if their house survived.
I went down there hopeful, to be positive, but it only took a few steps over the ridge to realize that not just my home, but the whole neighborhood is completely wiped out.
I grew up in this neighborhood, playing football in the street, basketball, home run derby in the backyard, and to go down there, and it's nothing.
When word came down to evacuate, the McCruddens thought it was just a precaution.
I thought, all right, I'll go. I didn't think it would be like this. I thought we were going to be coming back later. I thought we'd be back home by now.
The reality is there are very few homes left, including the one which started out intact in front of our own eyes and ended up collapsed in a heap of flames.
I mean, I know that family, I know that house. Like, it's crazy to think that the wind did that.
It still probably doesn't feel real to me yet. Yeah, it's unreal.
I hope everybody got out safe. Like, life is most important, and we'll rebuild, and we'll regroup, and we'll move on.
In Louisville, Nelson Garcia, 9 News.
What's that called?
It's Unreal?
It's unreal.
I think there's 3 more left in this category.
Jeez, where is this thing?
It's right above the one we just did. It's number 5.
Oh, thanks.
Yep. I'm a mama. Wish mine would stack the way yours are stacking.
Yeah,
How do I lock the columns so they stack?
I was wondering about that.
I don't know why mine stretch out and Brad's stack.
It's a cell justification, I think.
So I do it in the top of the column? Is there a way to set the cell? They're so easier to see the way Brad's are laying out in mine.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to do that too.
Okay, good. I love when it's not just because I'm old.
No, I was trying. I was.
I'll go polish my walker and we'll move on.
That's funny.
What's next? I love the gnat sound of the typing. Is that you, Brad? I love it.
What'd I say now?
Whoever's typing, I just love the whoever's, if anybody watches the judging, notice we're providing that sound of our typing.
You're such an editor.
Well, you taught me. you and your Christmas story, I'll never forget it.
Thanks. I know,
Tape
I love
to
it.
tape, man. Tape to tape. That was tape to tape. Okay, so what do we have left?
What's next?
Did you have notes for that one, Adrian?
Daniel Blumel. Number 9, Brad.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
They all went into survivor mode. All right, you guys ready to hit play?
I'm still an analog guy.
Sure, I'll find it.
The rain came in like a force of nature.
Unfortunately, there's no way of stopping it.
Turning small streams into mighty rivers.
Even the areas that aren't rivers, they're just all flooded.
And left communities like Waverly unrecognizable.
It came out of nowhere.
Lindsay Daniels says a torrent of water inundated her home in a matter of minutes.
It seriously was like somebody had it dammed up and then they just broke the dam.
They were stuck in their attic for hours and at one point feared they would have to bust out and swim to safety.
A mother with a kid that doesn't know how to swim, it was scary.
Similar stories played out across Waverly. Some homes were swept off their foundations, others went up in smoke.
Cars upside down.
Homeowners were seen searching through what's salvageable while deputies went door to door to see who made it out alive.
This is the worst I've ever seen. I mean, we all went into survival mode.
Unfortunately, help from outside the county couldn't rush in as fast as the floodwaters. And it wasn't because they didn't want to get here. It was because they couldn't get here. Trees and high water blocked back roads, while gravel sloughed off from railroad slopes blocking US 70, stopping rescue crews and even ambulances in their tracks.
These are our neighbors.
By the time Dennis Donaldson arrived with his boat to help, the water rescue crisis was over, but a new one was beginning.
I was in law enforcement for several years, so I knew anytime that there was something bad happen, there was never any stuff like this.
So he and his friends brought some eats and heat.
We're giving out hot dogs, hamburgers, drinks.
A small touch of kindness.
This ain't about me, it's just about serving our fellow man, and it's a godly thing to do.
After a force of nature that will leave this community forever changed.
What do you get? I mean, it's all ruins.
With photojournalist Dan Blommel, Chris Davis, News Channel 5.
Nine.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that was Dan Blamos. I got it in the wrong place.
Did you figure it out, Bob? So I would love to see what everybody says at the same time I say stuff, but I can't.
I think we're getting there.
Okay.
Yes, I think.
Let me know if we have to reload it or something.
No, I think it's gonna. Okay, hang on. Sean is Montano. He's helping me here.
Hi, Sean.
Click on column, then text wrapping in the menu. Column, and then text wrapping.
Yeah, I
I
tried
can't
going
get it.
text wrapping, but it didn't
Text
work.
wrapping. Oh, I see. Okay, that seemed to work. And well, maybe not.
Is that me on the end there?
You have to click. We have to do this every time though, for every. Let's see, what is text? Oh, which one? Wrap. Hang on.
We can watch another one.
Yeah, go ahead and watch it. Yeah.
What's next? What are we missing?
Snow day. Is that Armageddon?
Snow day choices.
Snow day choices. Snow day choices.
It's either Armageddon. Yeah, it's.
This title says breaking news for me.
Oh, it says break. Okay, there's a breaking news. Yep.
So it's which one is it? Armageddon or breaking
news?
What number?
4. Tee it up, baby. Number 4.
Every snow day comes with a choice. Some create a new challenge.
We're sweating underneath these big ski clothes.
Others stay inside. And Kelsang Viria,
Yeah, I'm trying to get this up here so it's more of an opening.
decides to help people who feel they don't have a choice.
Oh, it's kind of collapsing on you, isn't it?
She says 2 tents in just this one homeless camp have already collapsed from the snow.
Oh, here we go. We got it. Oh, maybe. I think I got to get some of that snow off the back.
Across the street from the tents is an emergency shelter for men.
Wait a minute.
Viria sees 2 guys in tennis shoes headed over when their feet get too cold.
Get some dry socks on. Seriously, is this how we take care of our people? Frostbite is just a way of life for the unhoused, I think, which is very sad.
But even though it's dangerous to sleep out here, not everyone feels welcome at a shelter.
You want to help them right where they're at.
So Viria comes to 16th and Sherman.
I don't know what it takes. What does it take, Jess, to come out here and do this? What kind of person?
A little craziness, I think.
That's what I was told last night.
A choice of empathy on this snow day in March.
If I have a good impact on somebody and their life is improving, that's good.
This one's called Breaking News? No.
Yes.
Oh, that's what this is.
Why does it say snow day choices on the video screen?
That's a good question. I'm not sure I have the answer to that.
Doesn't seem too breaking, kind of, right?
Yeah, it's general news to me.
Most of these have been general news though.
As long as it's well, you'll see the rules there. So
Oh, I think you got the sheet fixed. You got your sheet together.
yeah, I have to do it for each category, but I'll manage that. That's what I'm here for. So I think it's kind of working, but it's not.
Oh, maybe it's not.
Sorry.
Is that all of them? Are we done with this category?
There's one left.
What number?
10.
10 it is.
If this one fits its name, we'll be in a good spot. You know, the interesting thing, Brad, is that you and I are used to breaking news coming off of a scanner, and stations don't listen to scanners anymore. And so they don't get that. They never get anything as early as they used to get it. So the definition has been changed. I'm ready.
What number?
Is this the last one? Next one?
Yes.
Sky is
This is
falling.
Armageddon.
Yeah, I guess so. It says sky is falling, but yeah, I guess it's Armageddon.
I think there actually are 12 entries. It's just this one got put in the same one as the last one somehow.
So is this not Armageddon?
It says breaking news, the sky is falling.
Is there another one called Armageddon though after
Let's
this?
see. So that's, yeah, that's the last one.
Okay, it's the last one. All right.
Did you
Brad,
want
you
to watch
need
this one?
Where there isn't a spot for this, is there?
It's just it's Armageddon.
Oh, okay, it's the same one. Okay, good.
Yeah, I'm not sure why there's a discrepancy in the names, other than how they entered it versus what they named
Well,
it.
look, Armageddon's a different one, Bob. She's got two there.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Oh, does she? Okay, wait a minute.
Yeah,
So in
right.
So there's a snow day one, and then when you click next, it's under the same entry, but there's two different videos.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure. Is in the sky is falling is I don't see that in the I don't see that in my list. So let's watch Armageddon and we'll have to figure that out. But I don't see that in my list.
Started with an ominous cloud of smoke in Boulder County, cars turning around on US 36 to escape the fast-moving wildfire. It quickly grew out of control.
It got real smoky, and it just kept increasing.
Let's go back up. Moving so fast, it caught even us off guard and several people in nearby businesses and hotels.
We're news crew. The fire is not far.
Then mass evacuations in suburban Denver. Officers going door to door in Superior, a natural disaster unlike anything anyone in Colorado has ever seen. Superior and Louisville residents racing home from work to save their pets and keepsakes.
We saw your reports on TV from McCaslin and Cherry in the Dillon area, right by the movie theater, and you were describing it like Armageddon. So it was like, okay, I'm definitely going home, and we're definitely packing and getting out.
It's frustrating because people want to go to save their pets or check on their property, but
Yeah.
you can't let anybody go in there.
Then evidence of catastrophic damages and widespread destruction. Sadly, apartment complexes completely engulfed, houses on fire.
Seeing people's homes, family lives go up, and these high winds really are making it uncontrollable.
The governor and other leaders saying hundreds of homes lost in Colorado.
So I'm not sure about that sky is falling. I don't, it's not on my list. So I'm not sure. I don't know what they did. Someone may have just entered it incorrectly, which is unfortunate, but it's not on my finalist list. So do you guys, do you have on your master list anything different? I also don't understand why I can't, it's Adrian, it's all about your column, man. I can't do, the word wrap won't, or the text wrap won't work on her column for some reason.
I don't see anything in her column. Are they adding comments in the column?
Yeah, there's comments in there. Oh, maybe you'll see it
Oh,
now.
there they are. I just hit refresh. It's good.
Yeah. Maybe I have to do that. Let me hit refresh. It won't work.
I've just been pasting them in. I don't know why it's not.
Yeah, I had to
formatting.
catch up, I think.
Oh, it's weird though. It should though, when I move the column, it should. Anyway, Adrian, were you able to text like in a different column, or you can't text, or you can't write in any of the columns?
I can't write in any of them.
Okay. All right. I was wondering if maybe somehow that column was weirdly locked or something. Okay, so that's the last of them then. So why don't you guys take a few minutes and deliberate and see what you can come up with here for winners.
Hey, in the future, if you could just like have a, you know, a thumbnail or something on each one, just to remind us of what these are.
Oh boy. Well, we can, let's see. Yeah, if you look now, you can, well, you can kind of see, but it's real small.
That's better than nothing.
Yeah, okay.
What now? Oh, I see. Oh, so it's online. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Is that nppa.bop.org? Is that the one?
Oh, you won't get this one.
Oh.
This is just what she's showing here.
Well, if you want to deliberate, I mean, that last one was the one that stood out to me as one that they were in the moment. It was breaking news. They were part of something as it was happening. So if we're starting the conversation, that one just really stood out to me as breaking versus general news versus something that happens routinely and they happen to catch it. I thought that defined the category well.
The one from Denver? Is that the one?
The Armageddon one we just saw? Yeah, that big fire one. And Adrian, I want to ask you, it seemed all these reporters to me seem so matter of fact. They seem like their delivery would be the same whether they were, I mean, is that something that you judge as good or bad, that they're kind of neutral, or are they like, you know, their house just burned down? They're just like, they sound like to me like people who still go home to safety and comfort, and there's no urgency in breaking news in a lot of the deliveries.
I hear you. I was trying to ignore the reporters as much as possible and focus on the images.
Okay.
I don't want to hold the photographer. How do I say this? There may be the greenest reporter at the station who's paired with the best photographer. I don't want the photographer to suffer because of who they were assigned with.
You're right. And I'm reading this breaking news. It's about the photographer. So you're right. Good. I'm glad to know that. Thank you.
So to that, as far as images, I thought her breaking point was excellent. I gave that story a 5. Credible images, natural sound. I imagine the photographer got wet when gathering those elements. And I also liked, this is my front yard. I felt like I was there at the scene.
You know, my problem with the you're right, the photographer got wet and breaking point, and I really like that. It felt though like a narrative about a bunch of still images, and then the guy showed up and set up their table, and it was about people, and then all the images without any of the people, and they were talking about people looking for things and people searching through their property, and I just didn't see any of that, and that was the weakness I thought in that story.
Lyle? Brad?
I'm kind of listening to you guys. I'm trying to remember all this stuff together, you know?
That story that was pretty crazy day was the guy with the people that their house had burned down and then they found the dog. And the part of that I liked is that they got, like, there was a line of, there was a they weren't sure there was a victim, and they showed a baby crib. And then they said they were looking for the dog, and they kind of built it up that they had found the dog. So I thought it was a story that kept me watching, and the images supported what was being said. Trash Neighborhood was good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Trash Neighborhood. I like that one. I forgot about that. Looking at the notes here.
Is there one that we eliminated, or are they all still in the running?
I thought we eliminated the fire story with so many discrepancies.
Which one?
Let me go back to the name. Hold on.
I haven't eliminated anything yet. I'm still figuring out my notes.
The one we were questioning whether or not there was a live shot in it.
Yes.
That was called
It's Unreal, or
Was that Search and Rescue? No.
I think it was I Need You to Get Out of Here.
Excuse me?
I believe it was I Need You to Get Out of Here.
Yeah.
Yeah, good call. Yeah, I think we all can take that one out, or no, at least.
Which one?
I Need You to Get Out of Here. It was
Yeah.
the one where we're not sure if it was a live shot or not.
Yeah, I can take it out.
Yeah.
What was This Is My Front Yard? What was that? That a fire
That
one?
was a Boulder shooting where the people were standing across the street from
Oh, yeah.
the King Soopers and saying, "This is happening right in my neighborhood, in my front yard."
Okay.
yeah, that was a good one.
That was a very good one.
Yeah.
That was in my top 2. This is like my front yard. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that was
then
top one for me too.
her breaking point was in the house, right? Yeah.
Yes.
The lady in the house sweeping?
Yeah.
Fire. Her mother died 3 days prior. The obituary got wet.
And It's Unreal was another fire, right? Let me see if I can see it on this tile, just so I can refresh.
It's Unreal was also the Colorado fire, wasn't it? Where they were.
It was the breaking news fire story. Storytelling was not the best. Video was a little shaky, but there were nice pictures.
I didn't comment on that one. Why didn't I comment on that one? I don't know why I didn't.
Which one was Blizzard Bites Back?
Was that the homeless people?
That was when he was shoveling the snow.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah.
Is that
I
the
can
guy
take
with
that
the
one out.
one-liners?
Yeah, you can take that out for me. You know.
I would agree with that. I would agree with that.
I mean, great
Blacklist.
story and everything, but
Not breaking
not
news.
gonna win.
Not breaking news. I still think that. Go ahead, Brad.
I would like to keep her breaking point in. I don't think it's the winner, but it should place. It was really good, narratives and a good
Emotion.
character. It's the best character we had. It wasn't a lot of breaking news, but I'd just like it to place. It seems like one of those fires should win. I'm trying to figure out which one it was.
I just thought the last fire had more buildup. It was day to night. It was beginning to end. They were going into the fire at the beginning.
Yeah.
Do you want me to star the ones that y'all would like to keep in?
Yes, please.
There was one fire that I thought there was a whole bunch of missed opportunities, like the building collapsing. There was no emotion with that. Everybody seemed like they were half asleep, which they might have been. It might have been 2 in the morning. I mean, it's a really good effort. Photog didn't need to do that. it was, really trying to make something. But it can go out for me. I just don't know what that one was called. Let's see. Oh, okay, that was called It's Unreal. It was very good, but I wouldn't award it personally.
I think the Armageddon was better than the It's Unreal if one of those fire pieces stays and goes.
So Armageddon's where I had back in the day, there were no handheld mics. I mean, back in the day, there's they never would have. You couldn't even enter something like that. Let's see, but that may have changed. I'm not stuck to the old times.
I'm
But
not crazy about Armageddon.
it just reminds me that it's TV news and goofy reporter standing there having to explain to us what's actually going on. I don't need that.
And I think COVID brought a lot of that back in too. I think before COVID it was a lot better, but with COVID, I think a lot of that came back in without control.
Well, he could have put yeah. Anyway, directional mic or something like that. Stand away, and he's close enough to use an RA50 or whatever they're using now. But good sticks. Take it off the sticks and get the camera in there. Is what I was saying. Just need more emotional shots, but really good effort on Armageddon. But I'm trying to figure out which. It was like the first fire story we saw.
That's the one we were questioning whether or not her live shot was part of it.
Yeah, that was a really good story. Other than that fact, I thought it was a really good story.
Yeah,
I need you to get out of here.
Yeah, I thought that was a good one.
It was good that the reporter wrecked it. There was not any emotional bites except for hers.
Right. She was the emotion in the story. We didn't have a subject there.
That's true.
And I'm kind of like where Brad is, but wait, let me find the story that I
liked. Sorry, Sharon.
Go ahead. No.
In my list, I would have Trash Neighborhood Place because that was the windy stuff. It was really well edited. They made something out of a bunch of wind. There was some, it just felt real good, and they didn't have to put that kind of effort into it. So I thought that should place anyway. It's in my top 5.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's different. It's unique. I mean, everyone covers a fire story to some degree.
Yeah.
I haven't really seen anything like Trash Neighborhood. Wasn't as emotional as others, but visually it was compelling.
Yeah, it was.
Dan Blommel? What about Dan Blommel? Breaking news. Is that like
that one can go out for me.
Which one was that? Dan Blommel breaking. Okay, back in the day, handheld mics. Oh yeah. I would agree.
I would agree totally.
Get the camera in there, and the reporter out.
Spreadsheet just do.
All right,
I would agree with that. So Trash Neighborhood we like.
Yes. Yeah. Place in second. I'm still looking for my first. I liked her breaking that lady. I think that ought to actually be second because that had a character, not a bunch of stuff blowing around. So I'd put that at 2. 3 trashed.
I like they didn't blast the light out either in that room. They just let the natural lighting.
Yeah, really good point.
With which story?
Her breaking point.
Breaking point. Her breaking point. The lady
sweeping.
Yeah.
She was really, really good.
She was very emotional. She was very touching.
Yeah. I liked the front yard. Is that the homeless people downtown?
No, the front yard is the boulder thing, isn't it?
Okay. Front yard. Let me find that.
Great images. I felt like I was at the scene is what you said.
That's what I said.
Oh, that's you. Okay.
Can we watch that one again?
Yep.
It looks like it has my best comments, but generally, my comments start out really good.
This is a Boulder Police
Police are actually telling us to get back and behind the building.
Oh yeah, this is a winner.
now.
You're surrounded.
Yeah, they don't have this guy yet. There's no way.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's first for me.
Yep.
Me too.
Oh, cool.
I love how they use the natural, like, natural movement of your camera while you're running to be your, like, transition. It's great.
Yeah, very good use of editing there.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of passion in that piece. There's a lot of people affected by it.
High energy and passion. Yeah.
I still go to bat for that Armageddon. If we're going to do a fire piece, I thought that from start to finish, and it was within 24 hours, but it wasn't like a, breaking news 5-minute thing, because the fires were so long. And I thought they really gave you a feel of how it started and how it continued. And it had some shaky. Go ahead.
Was that Armageddon?
Yeah. I know it had some shaky stuff in it, but it also looked like a very difficult situation to be in.
I like shaky in something like that.
I thought that was better than the other fire piece, because the other fire piece looked like it was shot at a distance most of the time, and that one had, they were driving in and they were part of it, and they were going to it when they didn't know what had happened, which to me is breaking news. The story of a fire the next day is people are cleaning up, and a tornado or whatever, as people are cleaning up, they know what happened. It's not breaking. It's 24 hours, but it's not breaking.
I can't remember. Was Front Yard breaking?
Yeah, it was. That's the one we just did, and it was the Boulder thing. It started breaking because they hadn't caught the subject yet, right? So that's the one she just played the beginning
with her son Nicholas.
Say again.
Yeah,
she was looking for her son. Yeah.
In the grocery store, the shooting. She told her son to get down on the ground. Police told the reporters to get back, but she still refused to make herself part of the story.
Oh, okay. What's that one called?
This Is My Front Yard.
Oh, okay.
The
Yeah, I
one
like
that
that.
was your number one. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I like that.
So we have a first and a second. We need a third place. Is that what
I
I'm
like the wind one. That
What's
was
our
great.
second? What did we put as our second?
I liked her breaking the house sweeping lady with the flood.
Yeah.
Great character, best character in this whole contest.
Yeah. So that would be second, and then Trash Neighborhood third, you think?
I like that. Are we doing 4?
Yeah.
See, I still don't think we're recognizing people reacting to a breaking situation if we don't incorporate that Armageddon story.
How many are we awarding here?
First, second, third, and honorable mention.
All right.
If you feel like you want to,
I mean, that woman is a great character, and it's part of the moment. So I
agree.
get that. But I feel like this is breaking news. We are reacting as it's happening, and I think that.
Yeah.
Say again.
I'm changing mine. I like Front Yard, Armageddon, and her breaking only because her breaking. She's a better character.
And Trash can be honorable mention.
Yeah, I agree.
As my vote, I like Front Yard, her breaking second, Trash as third, Armageddon fourth. That is my vote.
All
Breaking also means not running to what is right in front of you, trying to find another story and telling it in a compelling way.
Yeah.
I still think Armageddon's stronger.
I agree. I mean, it was the biggest.
The urgency is there in a different way. I think her breaking, we're not judging a story on a character. That's kind of like saying we're not judging a story on, we're not judging this category on the reporter's delivery. And you teaching me that was valuable. But if you look at the guidelines for the story, an unscheduled and unfolding news event for which there's no opportunity for planning. The category recognizes the photographer's ability to function in a stressful situation. And I think all of that fits with the woman, but I think there's more of a sense of urgency and unpredictability and different scenarios that they were involved in Armageddon. The woman's story is very compelling, and it's one place at one time, shot in a very short amount of time.
Yeah, I think
it was a short amount of time. I mean, I know we have to keep moving on, but I mean, there's so many different ways to look at this. Bilal, what's your vote?
You know, I heard their argument. I hear your argument, and I think that I think in terms of the category, I do think that first place will be what we had set, we all agreed on, and then second place should be Armageddon, and then the trash one will be honorable mention, and then the third would be. So even though I think she's a wonderful character and everything, I do think that there is that urgency of the moment that embodies this category, and I think that takes a little more height or a little more power to the piece if you capture that in your piece. So,
Do you mind? Can we see Armageddon again? I just want to see something.
It started with an ominous cloud of smoke in Boulder County, cars turning around on US 36 to escape the fast-moving wildfire. It quickly grew out of control.
It got real smoky, and it just kept increasing.
Let's go back up.
Moving so fast, it caught even us off guard and several people in nearby businesses and hotels.
We're news crew. The fire is not far.
Then mass evacuations in suburban Denver. Officers going door to door in Superior, a natural disaster unlike anything anyone in Colorado has ever seen. Superior and Louisville residents racing home from work to save their pets and keepsakes.
We saw your reports on TV from McCaslin and Cherry in the Dillon area, right by the movie theater, and you were describing it like Armageddon. So it was like, okay, I'm definitely going home, and we're definitely packing and getting out.
It's frustrating because people want to go to save their pets or check on their property, but
Yeah.
you can't let anybody go in there.
Then evidence of catastrophic damages and widespread destruction. Sadly, apartment complexes completely engulfed, houses on fire.
Seeing people's homes, family lives go up, and these high winds really are making it uncontrollable.
The governor and other leaders saying hundreds of homes lost in Colorado.
I do love the climax building, as they're getting into the thick of it. It's pretty awesome.
We can watch The Lady again too if you want to. I'm kind of inclined to do that. Her breaking point.
It's a good story.
We are getting a little bit behind, so just FYI.
If life came with an alarm, it would sound on Tuesday for Kathy Sowles.
It's a lot of water. Too much water.
She spent the day clearing the water from her Villa Creek apartment in Dallas.
It's just too much.
Her world has come crashing, and you'd be mad too.
I could have lost my life laying here in this bed a while ago.
Just after 11, her roof caved in. It flooded the bedroom, everything she has.
This is all I got.
And before any of this, she lost power in the winter storm, and again during our interview.
I lose my power. We lost our power. I'm losing power now. It's gone.
Been rough, man. Cold.
No heat in single-digit temperatures.
Nothing to eat.
Many of us have been here, but not like this. In a pandemic, in a blizzard, when the world comes crashing.
I lost everything in my house. No, I'm not okay, because I'm telling you, this is going to really hurt me.
This is not a sob story. Feel bad for her story.
I'm just all messed up in my head right now.
This is what real people are dealing with.
I would have never thought this would have happened to me. I just moved down here. Been down here 3 months. Ooh, stuff still falling.
Sadly, the stuff continues to fall.
This her mother. She just passed. Obituary got wet.
Because losing her mom to cancer 3 weeks ago wasn't enough.
Oh, Lord, I'm telling you, this is really hurting me. My house like this.
Kathy will stay with family for now, but it's a very short-term fix. She's waiting on dozens of phone calls back. And right about now, it's the only ring she can stomach. In Dallas, I'm Jobin Paniker.
I changed my vote.
So good.
I like the wind as far as a breaking news story better than that story. But I love that story because of the character. But it's less breaking.
I agree. It's a great story, and she's a great character, but it's not the category.
That was gonna my question. What category should that have been placed in?
Maybe general, but
General news. It's very compelling.
This is a hard, and I'm not here to tell you either way, but this is always a hard situation because, you know, breaking news, yes, you in the moment is wonderful, but like how much, you know, is you have to decide is aftermath of an event breaking, you know, how far aftermath it is. Now it does have to be shot within 24 hours and broadcast within 24 hours of the event. So, you know, you can look at it that way. But you know, you have to think about, I mean, it's hard to define, right? Because you have a tornado, you know, and then you go and shoot the damage. And that's sort of breaking because people are still reacting to it for the first time. So it's up to you guys on how you interpret the rule. But just to help you, you know, get through or think about, you know, what that is. So it says there's no opportunity to
Put
plan.
mine down.
I'm sorry, Bob. It says what?
It
You were
says,
reading.
an unfolding and unscheduled news event for which there was no opportunity for planning. So to recognize the photographer's ability to function in a stressful situation, keeping their photographic gear rolling to capture the overall scope of the scene, zeroing in on individual reactions. Must be filmed, edited, and broadcast within 24 hours. So you have to decide, like, how soon is the storm, you know, after a storm or a fire, you know, or whatever. So
yeah, we got to be careful because, you know, they'll see these results and go, well, that's crap because mine was breaking and that one wasn't. That's a valid point. It's very well done, great character, but at some point, breaking needs to win.
I still keep my vote the same. So
I'm sending a comment.
I'm sorry.
I'm sending a comment because I just don't want to say that.
Yeah, I like the homeless in the tent. It was really, really well done.
That to me had more. Go ahead.
Especially keeping, it was tough conditions to shoot in, and the discipline. You know, they had to keep their disciplines there. But I still like the character better in her breaking.
I agree with that. I think the homeless might have more power than the trash. I think the homeless story, difficult images. There's still sequencing. There's still stable shots. There's still story flow.
I don't see breaking though.
I didn't like how the ambient sound was kind of muted a little more, even though I know it's wind.
In the snow or in the breaking, or in the trash.
In the homeless one. In the homeless one, like
that was a planned event too. I mean, it was weather. I get it, but you know, it's not like I never thought about doing a story.
Right, they predicted. That's a good point. I'm good with front yard Armageddon trashed and the lady as the honorable mention. I like
that too. That's good.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick because I agree.
Me too. I was just gonna say I have to pee. Are you? Where are you with this vote? Are you okay with the what we said?
Yeah. Yep. I'm in support of that.